The right exterior paint can do way more than just change the color of your building. It can actually make it cooler. And yeah, that can potentially slash your energy bills. This isn't just about picking a pretty shade, it's about science. But choosing that paint, it feels like a huge high-stakes decision, doesn't it? Because, well, it is. If you get it right, you're set for years. But if you get it wrong, it's a costly, super frustrating mistake. So today, we're going to make that whole decision a lot simpler.
So why is this so hard? It's because you're not just picking a color off a little paper swatch. You are choosing armor for your home. Armor against a relentless attack from the elements. We're talking scorching sun, driving rain, and just the slow, steady march of time. And all the technical jargon and the endless options, it's totally overwhelming. But what if we looked at this from a completely different angle?
All right, here's our game plan. In the next few minutes, we're going to break down this whole world of exterior paint. We'll start with how to even choose the right one in the first place. Then we'll dive into solutions for weather, heat, and those pesky structural issues like cracks. We'll even explore some amazing textured finishes, nail down the all-important prep work, and then finally help you pinpoint the absolute perfect choice for you.
Okay, so here is the big idea, the game changer. Instead of starting with a product catalog, we're going to start with your building. I want you to think of yourself as a doctor for your building. Right? You'd never prescribe a treatment without first diagnosing the symptoms, and that is exactly what we're going to do.
Okay, first diagnosis, the everyday battle. Just imagine your walls are in a constant fight. A fight with the sun's scorching rays, with the wind whipping up dust, with that slow, creeping humidity. So our first mission is to give those walls the high-performance armor they need to win that fight, day in and day out.
Now what's really cool here is how this table lays out your armor options. Think of it like a phone plan. E1000, that's your solid, reliable, basic plan. It gives you 5 years of standard protection. Then you level up to PU Flex, that's your premium plan. The PU stands for polyurethane, which adds this incredible layer of flexibility and toughness, and it more than doubles the durability to 12 years. And then at the very top, you've got TRE2000. This is your unlimited data plan, powered by time-resist technology that's engineered to fight color fading and dirt for over 15 years.
Now, a key piece of tech in this armor is something called Sun Reflect. And honestly, the easiest way to think about it is like a high-tech sunscreen for your building. It's packed with these special pigments that are literally engineered to bounce a chunk of the sun's infrared heat away from the walls before it even gets a chance to be absorbed.
So what does that sunscreen actually do for you? It can drop the surface temperature of your exterior walls by up to 5 degrees Celsius. Now think about what that means in the real world. It means a cooler inside, which can lead to lower AC bills and just a more comfortable place to live. That is not just a number. It's a real, tangible improvement to your life.
So we've armed our walls for those everyday battles. But what about the more serious injuries? What happens when you're dealing with a web of fine cracks, or the really unique challenges of protecting the actual bones of a concrete structure? Well, that's when you need to call in the surgical specialists. And this shows those specialist tools perfectly. On the left, you've got PU elastomeric. This stuff is like a flexible bandage for your walls. Its film is so elastic, it's designed to literally stretch over and seal those annoying hairline cracks, hiding them and stopping water from getting in. Then on the right, anti-carb is a totally different thing. It's a chemical shield. It's engineered to block carbon dioxide from getting into concrete and causing the steel rebar inside to rust, a problem that can be absolutely catastrophic for things like bridges or parking garages. So 2 very different problems, 2 highly specialized cures.
We've covered how to protect your building, now healing its wounds and shielding it from attack, but what if you want to do more than just protect it? What if you want to give it a whole new personality? This is where we move from defense to design. We're talking about attractive, textured finishes.
This is really about transforming a flat, kind of boring surface into a piece of art. Just imagine a rich, tactile finish that plays with light and shadow, adding this touch of luxury and character that makes your building completely one of a kind. It's how you really make a statement. So there are 3 main families of texture to think about. Sandtex gives you that classic, sophisticated finish. Think of the subtle, organic texture of a wind-swept dune. Then there's Acryltex, which is like the artist's canvas. It's this versatile base that can be sculpted into all sorts of patterns before you put on the final color. And then there's Stonetex. This is the peak of luxury. It uses real stone aggregates to give you the majestic look and feel of solid granite, but without the insane weight and cost. Now let's just zoom in on StoneText for a second because it perfectly shows that we've moved beyond just paint and into the world of architectural coating systems. Yeah, this isn't just one can of stuff you slap on the wall. It's a complete multi-layered process engineered to create a stunning, super durable, stone-like facade that performs just as beautifully as it looks.
And here's that system in action. You can remember it with a simple phrase: prep, texture, protect, okay? First, you prep the surface with a sealer. Second, you apply the StoneX to create that incredible texture. And finally, you protect it all with a tough, clear coat that locks in all that beauty and shields it from the weather for years and years. Prep, texture, protect. Simple.
Now pause. I need your full attention for this next part, because it is, without a doubt, the single most important piece of advice in this entire explainer. Whether you choose the most advanced armor or the most beautiful finish, if you get this next step wrong, it will all be for nothing.
I really want you to let that sink in. You can go out and buy the most advanced, most expensive paint system on the planet, but if you apply it to a wall that is dirty or damp or crumbling, it is guaranteed to fail. All that time, all that money, all that effort, completely wasted.
So what does success look like? Well, it boils down to these 4 universal rules. The wall must be spotlessly clean, it has to be bone dry, you must fill all imperfections, and you have to prime if it's a new or chalky surface. That's it. Clean, dry, fill, prime. You do these 4 things, and you are building your project on a rock-solid foundation. Okay, we have been on quite a journey here. We've gone from diagnosing your building's needs, to arming it against the weather, to healing its wounds, and even giving it a whole new artistic identity. So now, it's time. Let's put all those pieces together and help you make that perfect final choice.
Now, if your main diagnosis points to just general weather protection, this chart right here is your decision-making tool. Think of it like an investment in your future. You can choose a solid, shorter-term option, or you can decide to invest a bit more upfront for many, many more years of performance and just total peace of mind. The choice is yours.
And this really brings us to the most important takeaway of all. Listen, the goal is not to buy the most expensive product on the shelf. The goal is to choose the right one. So remember this, don't just paint your building, prescribe the right treatment for its unique needs. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Go and take a really close look at your building, but see it with these new eyes. Are there fine cracks spreading out near a window? Is the color fading under that intense sun? Is the concrete near the ground showing some wear and tear? Your walls are telling you exactly what they need. And now, you know how to listen.